deal. Alright. Outer box, and looks like this is going to lift off. Oh yeah. Look at that. The glare. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to carefully lay out all the pieces, give them a little inspection, take a look at the instructions, decide if I'm going to build this or not, because I already see a couple little flaws in there. It's a little disappointing right out the gate. There's an Amazon review, 1 star, tons of pictures that are just terrible workmanship. So if I'd have seen that before ordering this, I would not have ordered it, because this is expensive. I'll give you an up close look at all these once I get them laid out. Alright, all the parts are laid out carefully here, and I've given them a little inspection. I'll give you a close-up look at these parts in case you're thinking about buying this kit. It's a lot of money. I'm going to point out the flaws that mine has, and I've got to decide if I'm going to build this or send it back because of these flaws. So let's start off with the saucer section. You can see, it's painted. You do have weathering, pretty heavy weathering. So if that's not your thing, that's what this model does come with. A lot of decals and such. So the model's not lit, of course, but the white paint does the trick as far as mimicking lit windows. So let's point out the flaws. I think there's about 5 on here that I've seen for the whole ship. So on the saucer section, what is this, the port side, we've got this. So it kind of depends on the lighting. I'm getting a little bit closer here. Looks like some type of damage, and they kind of did a half-assed job at trying to touch it up, and then smudged it and scratched it or something. I don't know what they did, scuffed it up, and didn't go back and try to repair that finish at all. So they left that. Over here, a little money shot here of one of the C's. You can see there's a little chunka in the C, and then there's a little divot, kind of, it's not really super damaged, but a little chunka there below the C. Now that one, when you turn at this angle, even on camera but even in person, doesn't show up. So that's kind of interesting. Still shouldn't be there. Let's see, back here there's a little, this one doesn't bother me as much, but still, attention to detail. They could have cleaned this up maybe before it dried. A little paint smudge right there. Now I know it's a hand-built model, so it's not going to be, there's going to be some slight variations. I just want to show my seams here. My seams look really good. Really good where these holes come together, bottom and top. Bottom side, overall pretty good. Again, you see the weathering, decals. Now on this one, what I noticed is these little kind of brown goldish lines in here, and they got a little sloppy right here. Didn't get them in the groove. They came out of the groove and just left it. Okay, and that's not too bad on the bottom for that, but it is noticeable once you look for it. Deflector dish looks fine. Secondary hole actually looks pretty good. The only thing I really saw was a little bit of, looks like a little, shows up in some light angles, a little bit of glue mark right there. All this is decals, Decal City, and I'll get you back in frame. There's Shuttle Bay. Try not to drop this one-handed. Again, heavy weathering, which I kind of like for this one. Overall, the secondary hull I think looks pretty good. Pretty good. Don't really see any major issues there. The starboard nacelle, or nacelle, how y'all say it, but I say nacelle. Weathering. Again, everything on this one looks pretty dang good. There's your decal work. And Bassard collector looks good. So that one looks good. Now, last issue here. This one probably bothers me maybe the most, believe it or not. So what's this? The port side nacelle. Everything, you know, decals, fine. Everything looks okay until you get to the Bassard collector. You can see that little shiny area just off center. So it looks like they, you know, kind of sprayed a nice little glaze, kind of fogged over the Bassard collector, because, you know, this isn't lit, so they're doing what they got to do. And that rubbed off. It was kind of, you know, you can, when I kind of touched it when I first saw it, a little bit more came off. So this was sitting in that plastic packaging, just rubbing. So if they had took the time probably to wrap all these in some type of wax paper, that would not be there. Be one less damaged area. Maybe the surface wasn't prepped up good, I don't know, and it's just flaking off right there. But I think it's from being rubbed in the packaging during shipping. So I probably can figure out a way to kind of touch that up a little bit and it'll be fine. But I don't know, you know. The reason why I paid this much money for this, it's a big investment. I'm not that good at this type of model work. This is a big one. I do have one of these sitting in the box still, which I actually have a light kit for, Polar Lights kit. And, you know, just the model kit itself was right at, when I bought it, was right at $100. I think they're more than that now for the unbuilt version, not painted, none of that stuff. So I kind of wanted one that was done up that I could assemble. I'll probably give that other one a go. I'll kind of use this one as a reference. I probably won't do all the weathering on that one, but I'm going to try to do all the lighting on that one eventually. So there's an up close look. Now, am I going to build it? Am I going to build this? Yeah, I think I am. I think with that Bassard collector, I think I can figure out a way to touch that up. Anyone has any ideas? I need something simple, and I'll do that. And the rest of the little flaws, kind of live with them, ship damage, but most of them, you know, unless you're looking for it right out the gate, depending on your angle, looks alright. So let's see how this goes together. Alright, instructions are pretty basic, one sheet. Big thing is, you know, they tell you to inspect all the parts before beginning assembly, and it cannot be taken apart once assembled. These things snap in. The rest of these joints, that's it. So I guess if we damage it, old-fashioned, glue it back together. So basically we're going to do this up. Alright, first up, saucer over, secondary hole, and you can see these are kind of filed at an angle there. Instructions do say if you're having trouble getting it to fit in, take a little emery board, file it down a little more. Basically we're going to touch this front side And let me get you up closer. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Alright, touch the front side and just, you're not really sticking in too far, and get the back side aligned. And then I am actually going to hold it down here. I'm not stressing out this joint here. And it says press into place. Of course, I don't want to damage anything. I'm being a little cautious here. Straight down. I'm going to kind of grab it now and I'm going to push it in. Okay, there we go. That is in. Now you can see the Enterprise looks like with the nacelles ejected. Okay. And you know what? Yeah, we'll put the deflector dish on later. So I don't want it to get damaged as I'm tilting this down. Alright, same thing with the nacelles. We're going to get you closer. Alright, so again, line the front up and the back and push them in. Ooh, a little crack in there. I was pushing down that way. Don't want to do that. There we go. Yeah. Be careful. It is a plastic model. No damage. There's just a little creaking right there. Okay. One more. Get it lined up and then pick it up. Hold it by hand. So again, touch the front. And we got the back. Okay. Alright. Look around at it, make sure it's fully in. There we go. Alright, deflector dish. And let's see if there's a particular orientation. There is a little orientation there. So let me take a look inside without dropping this. Okay, flat spot on this goes down. There we go. That just sits in there. I don't even know if that was on camera, but it just pushes in real easy. Alright, let's get up on stand and I'll give you a better look at this. Alright, in your stand, you got your rod, just slips right into there. And then the ship will set right onto there, so Looks like you'll be able to take it on and off as needed. Pretty big. And there we go. There she is. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Alright, so there it is. No going back now. It's built. Alright, try to get some decent shots here. Hopefully. Lighting willing. This is freaking cool. Yeah. Really kind of motivating me to build the one I have in the box and try to light it. Boom.